You would not believe some of the insane prices that Minecraft items can sell for, including one item I'm going to show you a little later that sells easily for $1,500. There's something else I'm going to show you in the middle that's just going to blow your mind. Now, Minecraft is the best selling video game of all time. 200 million copies have been sold as of 2020. There were 126 million active users. So whether you're someone who loves playing the game for fun or someone who's looking for items to resell for big money, then this video should be interesting to you because we're going to go over the top 10 Minecraft items worth big money. So let's start at number 10, and we are going to start with the pig. Now, the pig plays an important part in the game, very important for pork and food to help that food bar go up. And so many people love the pig. So, what Xbox decided to do was a nice little marketing gimmick in which they basically just took a regular controller for Xbox One. This came out in 2017 with a manufactured suggested retail price of $50. They painted it pink and they just called it the Minecraft Pig Special Edition controller. That's it. Now, the box is cool. You know, in the game, you use a lot of blocks and stuff. So, a lot of companies have figured out as a marketing gimmick that basically what you could do is just take the box and make it look like a box that you would use in the game, usually like a piece of land or something like this. But as you can see here, now that this has been discontinued, this controller, if you found it, this sells for about $300. Now that's on Amazon. On eBay, it's sold for as high as $275, and that's with a sale off of that $300 price tag. And you can see the ones that have been up previously, all of those sold. So it's something to think about in terms of investing, in that when something like this comes up, if you're willing to wait a little bit, put down that $50 and you could turn that into $300 later on down the road. And later on down the road in this video, I'm going to show you a Minecraft item that I just invested into the other day. So let's go to number 9. And this is a Lego Minecraft game. Now, if you think about it, this goes beyond marketing gimmicks, unlike that controller that they just painted pink. This actually makes sense in terms of value because Minecraft, being a building game, fits in very well with Lego. Because in Lego, what are you doing? You're doing a lot of building. So you've got two very famous, very popular building games all wrapped into one. Now, this particular Lego set called the Fortress, this one came out in 2016. It has 984 pieces, as you can see. The cool thing about it, it's got these lookout towers, it's got decorative creeper banners on it, it's got a prison, it's got a water and farm areas, and it even has little pressure plates that you could press down to open those fortress doors there. So, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. There's a bunch of minifigures there. There's skeletons. There's a buildable horse, sheep figures. There's a golden helmet and armor and all sorts of other Minecraft accessories that people love. When this game came out in 2016, the suggested price at that time was $109.99. And now, as you can see, with this set being discontinued, it is now selling for $342 on Amazon and about $300 on eBay. For those not familiar, sometimes you get higher prices for things on eBay versus Amazon, or on Amazon versus eBay. It just really depends on the item and just on the user base at the time. So let's now move over to this one. And the only place that this has really popped up recently has been on eBay. You can't even find it on Amazon. And this is the PlayStation Vita, which is it's basically a handheld video game system, as you can see here. Again, this is more of a marketing gimmick type of thing. You can see the box shaped like the block and designed like the block. And really, basically, what they really did with this is they just took the back of the controller and they put a bunch of Minecraft related characters on it. That's really it. I mean, there's some special gifts that come, like Minecraft gifts, like 16 related small gifts that come with the box. But really, the main selling point is that you actually have an item, a handheld game in your game system in your hand that has these Minecraft designs on it. Now, this was made available in Japan. It was not made available in the United States, but people will buy it to use in the United States. And as a result, you might find someone who had one who is now, you know, moving on and getting something else and wants to get rid of it, sell it so they could, buy something else, downsizing, whatever. You might find it in a storage locker. Who knows? But right now, this would go for about $400 if you could find it. Now, I'm not sure what the actual US price was when it originally came out in Japan, if you were to, try to transfer over the prices. But being that it is discontinued since the PS Vita ran from 2011 to 2019, this assuredly is a much higher price than when it originally came out. So that is that one there. And now our next one here, number 7. This is another Lego set. This is the Mine set. Now this one is number 2118. Another really cool system here. This one came out in 2014. So this is the oldest set here that I'm going to show you. Again, the suggested retail price when it came out was $110. Now, this has so many cool things on it. It has a huge minecart track on it. It's got a mine cart. It's got a chest. It's got TNT. As you can see there, it's got a rock face with an explosive function. It's got diamond, redstone, and coal elements, torches, trees. I mean, it has so many cool things that a Minecraft player would love. And as you can see here, with this set being discontinued, now that has a best offer accepted price, but it goes for right around $400, as you could see there. Also on Amazon, that's about the price that it is going to go for. So you could see this increased significantly in value. Although for this one, you did have to wait a while for it to get to this price point, being that it came out in 2014. Now let's go to something that's not a video game console related item here. This one is actually an LP. Now it's very interesting. This LP right here is actually pretty rare. You could see here that it has this. Let me make this a little bit easier so you could see it. This has this neon green coloring here. Now, there were only 500 of these transparent neon green colored ones that came out. It basically contains the work of Daniel Rosenfeld, who's also known, he goes by the moniker of C418. And so this basically has the songs to the game that are just very relaxing, very fun. I love listening to it. Like when my son plays Minecraft, I could just sit there, relax, and just listen to the music. And we always loved when the game was on. So yes, I have my own history with Minecraft. I've played it myself, and again, my son has played it a lot as well. So this particular one, being that there are not many of them available, if it comes to market, you will see that this is going to sell for right around $500 to $550. Be careful, because if you look for it on Amazon, what you're going to see is the CD version, which you could get for $50, but you are not going to find the vinyl version there at all. The vinyl versions are only showing up on eBay. 26 of these have sold. This person, got their hands on a bunch of them somehow, sold 26 of them for that price. Imagine that. Imagine how much money that is. Only one left. So just absolutely amazing. So that's that one. That's the LP. Now, this is the one I was telling you about that's just going to blow your mind. Okay. Now, I actually bought this game when it came out. I literally have it here sitting right next to me. Okay. Now, you can even see right there. This is on Amazon. It says, I last purchased this item on November 19th, 2013. Now, if you came across this game at a garage sale or something, or at a flea market, and you found it used, you could get around $38 for it. But what if, let's say you were at an estate sale, someone bought one, they were going to give it to someone as a gift, or they they received it as a gift, and for whatever reason, they never opened it, they never used it. Now, you might look at it and think, it's not really worth that much, right? It's just Minecraft. There's a million copies of it out there, right? But not new and sealed. If you could find this new and sealed, you've got about a $500 to $600 item on your hands. And I think a lot of people will be surprised to know that if you were to find it new and sealed. Now, the suggested manufacturer retail price when this game first came out, you know how much it sold for? This game sold for $19.99, and there were so many copies out there, yet look how hard it is to find one that is new and sealed. It's very challenging, but they are out there. So make sure you are on the lookout for that. Now, this is another Japanese set right here. This is the Nintendo Switch game set. So it only was released in Japan. Now, this came out in 2020, so the price is probably equivalent to the US price, which is around $300 for Switch sets. But as you can see now, and this is just a year later, the price on this is on US basis is up to $668. And these are not one-offs. These are not some kind of price that someone just, bid up and no one ever paid for it. These are consistent prices, usually across multiple platforms. So you could see here multiples of these have sold, 5 sold, 1 left, $670. And yes, people will take the items from Japan, bring them over to the United States and hook them up and work with them there. And these consoles, basically what they also come with, just like the PS Vita that I showed you earlier, they come preloaded with the Minecraft games in them. So they're already set to play, and usually they have some kind of design element that's related to it, whether it's on the box or, as I'm going to show you later, within the actual system itself. And as you can see here, again, new and used from $463 right over there. So this is $668. This one, $463 plus shipping. So still, if the equivalent price is around $300, still a significant bump up. So more on eBay though for these items, for a lot of them. Now this one here is another Lego set. So this is the Village. Now this has more pieces. This has 1,600 pieces. This one came out in 2016, and being that there's more pieces, the initial price point for this when it came out was $200. But as you can see here, this one now being discontinued is selling for up to around $700. There you go, right there, $700. So that is a steep increase in price. It's really cool, being that there's so many pieces and so many characters. If you ever find these Lego sets with all these different minifigures on them, for popular series, that's a clue right there that it's going to be something valuable. You've got Steve, you got Alex, you got the Village. You can see all the names there. You've got the Enderman, the Iron Golem. There's just so many of them there. But in addition to that, you've got a lot of cool individual buildings like the library. You've got the blacksmith, the butcher, the marketplace. All these things in miniature format are really cool and fun for the players. You've got the Iron Golem Patrol, as you could see back there, the black figure. And he's trying to ward off the zombies and the other hostile mobs. So it's just such a cool piece and just so many neat design elements to it. And that's what helps it command this kind of price tag. You could see over here on Amazon, I don't even think, let's see, is there even one available that you could even no, oh yeah, new and used from $900. So this one's even going for more over on Amazon. So you see what I mean? It just depends on the item. Okay, now this is the one I was telling you about where they actually took the console itself, and this is for Xbox One, and they made it actually look like the block in the game. And that is really cool. I love that. Now they also came out with a plain white one. Again, these things come preloaded with the Minecraft game in them. This is 1 terabyte, but really cool. I absolutely love this. Let me give you a better look of what this looks like right here, so you could see out of the box what it would look like. Really, really neat setup. This one, the original price for it when it came out was $200 in 2018. You get $1,000 of mine coins with it, a starter pack. You get all sorts of other perks with it. But as you could see, actually, this one here, the green brown one, sorry, the green brown one came out in 2017. The white one came out in 2018. But you could see here just a big increase in price in not that long of time. I mean, a few years, and we've got a massive increase. I mean, this is a great appreciation in value. All right, so let me go over the last one here. This is the big kahuna. This is the one that if you find this, oh my goodness, this is absolutely a legendary system right over here, Lego system. It's the Mountain Cave. I love that it has the word mountain in it because you know how much of a Mountain Dew fan I am. These have to be new. We're not talking pre-owned, but this thing is ginormous. This is the biggest Minecraft set for Lego that they ever made. 2,863 pieces. Now, I mean, this thing's you can see there $1,500. There's just so many intricate elements to it. So many, there's a whole bunch of minifigures again to it. I'll show you over on Amazon as well. I mean, look at the price there. This $1,600 for this, if you know, if you could find it. I mean, it's big though. I mean, this is not going to be like a average set that you'll hold in easily in your hands. I mean, it's really big. I'll show you over here. This just give you a sense. I mean, those are the creators there of the system holding the actual Lego item in their hands, and you could see there just how big it is. And in the video, which I'm not going to play here because I don't want to deal with copyright violations and stuff, but it just dumps out bag after bag after bag after bag. I mean, there's tracks with integrated elevators and all sorts of moving elements, shelters, crafting tables, a torch, furnace, light bricks. I mean, there's parts that light up, there's waterfalls, there's lava, torches. I mean, there's just so many cool, intricate elements to it. And there you can see here the biggest Lego Minecraft set of all time. Now, look at that. $250 for the initial investment into it. So that's what you got to think of sometimes when these companies come up with these big sets, especially Lego. $250. Yeah, it sounds like a big initial starting point for it, but this came out in 2017. Now you're talking about turning a $250 investment into a $1,500 to $1,600 sale, and that is regular price that you could expect for that if you could find one of them ever. So, I mean, and they're out there. You see, they're selling regularly on eBay still. Now, as I've just mentioned, okay, we're talking about investment, and I want people to start talking about the channel here being something to help you make big money. Start thinking about if you could put some money aside to invest into certain items. Now, I'm not telling you to invest in the same item that I did. I'm just saying that could be another part of your business building strategy. So I went with this one recently, just the other day, May 8th. You could see I purchased it. This is the Minecraft Blaze Bridge. I like it because it has fire. It has like lava on it. It's got, a bunch of different characters that are on there, and it's got that bridge element, and bridges could connect with other sets and stuff. And so, people love bridges. You could go under bridges, you could go over bridges. So it has a lot of fun play design elements. But the other thing that I like about it is that, it's got a moderate amount of pieces, 372 pieces, and the price point is great. Being at $23.99, I mean, that's not much of really a big investment into it. It came out in 2019, which is also good because that means it might retire soon. And when it does, then that price could shoot up. So, how long will it take to shoot up? I can't tell you exactly, but that's the reasoning why I invested into that. Now, one other thing I want you to keep in mind is be careful when you're out there, because you might see that there are some companies out there and there's a company out there called Gameyor that actually is trying to sell this system here, this one right here, for $139. Now, I want to make sure you know that if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And it turns out that from all these reviews that you're going to see over here, that this company is not delivering on what they say that they have. So you're just spending money thinking you're going to, get something that's worth a ton of money for very little, but it doesn't really work out that way. So got to be real careful. Speaking of another awesome place to check out, make sure you go check out my friend Justin Foster at Upstate New York Bargains. He's near me. He's got a really cool eBay store. He is a member of my channel. I am featuring all members somewhere on one of my YouTube videos, whether it's in the description section and the comments, and maybe even on the actual video itself here. So you can find a link to Justin's store in the description section and in the comments. Thank you so much for being a platinum member of the channel. And remember, every member at every level, including the $1.99 level, gets to be featured in my eBay store. Not my eBay store, to get to be featured in my my reselling group on Facebook, the Reselling Resource Center, with 26,000 members. And most people have been put up and been featured, have been making sales. So literally the membership is literally making people money. So you just explore that through the join button. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Send it to someone who you know who enjoys Minecraft. Hopefully they'll get a kick out of it. And tell me what your favorite item was down below. Hopefully you find some of these pieces and it gets you thinking into some other related Minecraft pieces you see when you get out there, and some investment strategies as well. So with that, folks, I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll see you at the next one, everyone. Take care.